Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new live. I'm going to check that everything is working well. And yeah, we are going to have another painting night. So I hope all of you are doing well. Let's get ready for another painting. So just checking in my cell phone that the live is working well. We're going to be painting here for more or less 1 hour, something like that. And today we're going to be painting one of these um, dragons from the Stormcast Eternals. Okay, just check. Working. Yeah, it is. So that everything is working well. We are ready to start. So, welcome to a new live show. I'm going to put. I'm going to take off this camera. Okay, checking here. Okay, everything is working well. So I just want to share with you what I'm working on and what we are going to be working in tonight. Okay, so this is the main miniature I will be working tonight. Let me see because I see the camera is not well set up. That should be better. So this is what I will be working on tonight. So this is one of these dragons from the Stormcast Eternals. I need to be careful because I'm scratching the paint while painting. So this is going to be solved. Okay, so this is the one of the dragons. We are going to be painting this miniature. I just want to show you something that I've been working as well, and tutorial will come soon. That is these creatures from the Curse City. Show me that I need to remove them in and move away. So here you have. So I really enjoyed painting these guys, and I will do tutorial on one of these guys. So this is the guy I'm keeping for the tutorial. Just nothing fancy yet done. This other guy, and you will see that the Shadeborn second part will come tomorrow live. So we're going to be painting that, and as well, I see maybe I will finalize this guy here. It is one of the guys from the Warband from the Parody. I'm really enjoying painting these guys, so I just paint the first one, maybe one. But I want to focus on the dragon tonight. Okay, so let's remove this. You can see I go for a purple and we go for a purple combined with blue. Okay, so just let me paint this thing where we have the one between. It's a little annoying that the paint is will rub off that easily in this place. Doesn't matter. We're going to solve while we are doing this part. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm highlighting now all the scales and as well the blue part. Now we're going to take the advantage to do as well the close. Each time we do one of these legs. I'm just applying black on the clothes. Curve was black. I already did the face. You can see I like a lot combining this ghostly hair on these guys. So yeah, these weeks we have seen the updates on Age of Sigma, the updates on Kill Team, the updates on Warhammer 40,000, and as well all the release of Horus Heresy. So yeah, I cannot start a new game with all the changes and the fast changes that they're doing. So I decided not to get into, at least for the moment, into Horus Heresy. I prefer to keep my to keep a war. Yeah, keep myself updated on 40k, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, and of course on Warhammer Underworlds. Warhammer Underworlds maybe is the game I'm playing the most, together with um, 40k. So are the games that I have more interest for. So it's the games that I prefer to invest these days my money. And then painting. I think it's painting. I love painting. My main distraction. So, and I enjoy a lot. I think my favorite, as you can see, this year I have dedicated a lot of time on painting Age of Sigmar and Warhammer Underworlds. I'm painting a lot of fantasy. I will be back to 40k soon. I want to increase some of my armies. And Chaos has been just released, so maybe I will go back to my origins, go back to Chaos now, and start investing a little bit on time on painting Chaos. So here I'm making the top scales in this purple, and the bottom scales on this very light blue, and then on the hairy parts I have just used Nihilite Oxide, and then I highlight partially with white. So I really like to have this very contrasting light hair. And I decided to paint the Drake by sections. And the wings are here. Okay, are not, these are the wings, nothing fancy done, just base coat and shade. The purple have been shaded using blues, using thermatic blue, because I wanted to give this type of tornasol look to the scales, a little bit of blue tone. This summer, I don't know if I will need to do some. Maybe I will need to stop my videos during some days, because for personal reasons, maybe I will not be able to be on my studio every day, as I know. So it can happen that I have to, that I will need to travel. More likely, so if I'm traveling, I will need to slow down my videos and most likely my painting. Let's see how then everything goes. Because I have some plans, but all depends how the plans evolve. So if you pass by and you have any question, even if it's not linked to this guy, don't hesitate to drop the question. I can answer any question that you have. I have other miniatures that I can use as an example. So always happy to help if you have any question that you would like to do. This is the main purpose of these live shows. I'm just painting, but this miniature. But if you have questions, I don't have any problem to change, to take another thing to make the example. As you will see, now I will highlight this very extremely with white. White. And then I come with blue. And I make it more gradual. I want to make some of these parts we'll need a darker blue as well. They call it Sotek green, but in reality it's a blue. And it's very similar. I don't know if they took Sotek, this Sotek, but it's very similar to the Ariman blue. So, this is really nice miniature to paint. And I think the sculpt is quite interesting. If you like dragons, you will enjoy painting something like that. Let's do this like now. You can see the part where I'm wrapping the miniature. It's something I will need to buy some gloves to avoid this in the future. So to highlight the scales, I like to go scale by scale, so you will be able to see live. While I'm working this type of texture. We will not work on this part there because this is where the wing will attach. But we need to work on this one then. We will do this part there. I also will be very thankful if you can share this video or the live, so to create a comment, because also this helps to reach more people and will help to grow the channel. You may hear listen this in a lot of different channels, but it's true that that is very important. People interacting with your videos, so you to make them more accessible, and as well at the same time, YouTube proposes videos to more and more people. I'm thinking if I will do tutorial on the other one, if I will paint a unit of 2, I know that maybe with the new rule changes this unit is not going to be as good as it used to be. But if you follow my channel, you may know that I don't paint just for how useful is the unit on the battlefield. Most of the times I paint it because I like it. Okay, and it's a unit that I really wanted to have. I'm just missing, because I like to have all the riding units. I will not take all the variants of the debacles, of course, but I would like to have some paladors. It's the only unit. The glyph charges are the only ones that I'm really missing now. So I really like the cavalry of the Stonefell Eternals. My idea is as well, it's possible to have at least one of each type of unit in my army. Here we have the big armor plate. Normally I will do the belly, and the parts where I'm holding now should be the last parts to paint, because as I'm holding them is where I'm wrapping off the paint. The other thing that is interesting, you don't need to glue these things to the stem of the base, because they stand quite nicely, so you don't need to glue them. The ship is not completely ready. Not to paint. Some water. me, painting is like my way to calm down normally. Something like I like to do before going to bed. It's my moment, calming, relaxing. The only problem you can have is I'm very tired, then I cannot be a long time painting. Make sure that everything is right here. The hand. Dragons, these dragons are curious because they have, in reality, they have six extremities, six limbs. They have the arms, the legs, and the wings. In reality, they have one limb more than what you expect from creatures. But I think they are very nice sculpts. This is one of the kits that I don't discard to buy another one in the future to make the hero and a unit of one. Remember, you can make as well. You also have the hero option. On the same kit. If you do the hero, then you can make a unit of one of these guys. There are two type of options for this unit. You can have unit of two, this is what I'm doing now. You can make unit of one. So I can also deploy them as two units of one. To be fair, I think it's better a unit of two than two of one. Same is happening for the, it's called the The ones on the back of the fulminators. Fulminators can also go in units of one fulminator. If I'm not wrong, it's only the fulminators of all the developed options. I want to give a second highlighting the purple using the color lilac. Doing this just on the big scales. I'm trying to be as thin as possible. If I go too thick for whatever reason, then I use a darker color to trim the line to make it thinner. Here. A little bit too thick. I'm going to use garnishing instead of purple. Okay, I'll put that. Now let's take this. And we want to take white. And highlight a little bit some of the hairs. You don't need to highlight them all. Just some of them. not to take too much paint with my brush and to have some control when I apply the paint. We can also use, if you want not all of them to be that bright, you can use let's call this glacier. Okay. And we can use Gauss Blaster Green if we want to do any correction. The Gauss Blaster Green is also a little bit brighter. And then the filter side. Here. And now we are going to do the close in Corvus Black. What's curious in the 80s, 90s, in worship was painting the clothes in reds and in very bright colors. It's been using natural colors or colors that are more natural can be black or even bone color. They were using a lot of bright colors for the clothes and nails. But for me it was quite surprising because everybody can have, I don't know, if you look for the hypoglyph of the Bretonia from the 90s, you will see that it had some fancy colors. Same for the first Carl Franz. And I did some of this when I was painting at the beginning. Not on monsters, but they have Skavens with red nails. And I don't know why they were doing that, to be fair. One thing that you can do when you're doing this part is to put, just to check how the wing will go. Okay, so you can see what will be visible and what will not be visible. Okay, you can see the wing will go like that, so we know that all these will be visible. But mainly the bottom part. Then we can know if we want to do a second highlight or not. You don't want to do it on the top because it will not be that visible, so you will have to do it at the bottom of this. So Jacobo, I think that you try to make a message, Jacobo. Feel free to send any message that you would like it. You can also drop the message in Spanish if you prefer. It's not a problem. Podéis dejar el mensaje en español si preferís. Though this channel is in English, don't have any problem if I need to answer a question in Spanish. In here, we need to be open to help in any language that we know. I repeat, the main intention is to help people here. So I will do the bottom part of the armor. No. I'm looking for a color, but I'm not finding because I move it in a different position. Hi John, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Thanks a lot for commenting. Okay. And thanks a lot for passing by. So tonight I'm painting one of these guys, one of these dragons from the Stonecast Eternal. They're really nice sculpts. And I have them pending to be painted since the beginning of the year. I think I bought at the same, more or less at the same time as I bought Romneys. Is that the type of miniatures that you want to do? From the first moment that you see the miniature? Or if I'm not talking while I'm doing that, but when you do these details, you want to be really focused. And even like that, sometimes you have to correct some mistakes. No, it's fine. These big miniatures, I like to paint them by sections. Normally, this is why I'm jumping from the scales to the armor plate. I like to keep moving or be painting by sections. So the head is completely done. And we're going to go and be moving back to the tail. And once we have the main body done, we are going to do the wings and glue the wings. So we are going to do the wings separately. The rider is also separated, and you can see I use here. Again, you can see the shiny of the spear. I'm still using this color from Winchester Wool. I'm very happy. This chrome metal. Let me show you. So these are the type of shiny swords that you can do with this chrome metal. And then I put on top Moon Oil gloss, and I think it works very well together. So it's not another one. Okay. So this paint from Winchester Wool, I recommend it. I think should be very similar to the, I think it's called liquid metal from Vallejo. Now I'm using a scrap brown. So the leather and the armor plate are done in the same way that we do all the rest of the army. So meaning that the leather is mainly Murfang brown with Coelia green shade, the same I use for the armor. Then we highlight with Scrag brown. I also have Murfang brown in case I want a little more subtle highlight. Yeah, some greenish shades. This part will not be visible, so don't spend too much time because the rider will go there. So most of this will not be visible, and if something is visible, you can always do it later on. Let's take that. Now it's better. This is better here. Let's do the rest of the bottom armor plate. Make a mistake there. It's this color that I'm not going to use because the Route Blaster Wing I will just use it for the last. I'm working mainly with Cyberic Green. This is the armor plate is done in Cyberic Green and then Coelia Green shade. Now what I'm going to work is to clean up a little bit the green shade. Also using Avalite Green, and I'm also using Gauss Blaster Green in case I want a very extreme highlight. I'm using a little bit of Avalite, and I will as you can see, this type of meat doesn't give a lot of work. You can have a lot of details, and then you want to do nice transitions because the armor plates are big. So you have to be careful. Okay. Ooh. Here in Belgium is quite late now. Now we start a little bit late. But Saturdays sometimes a little bit challenging because kids don't go to bed early. But the other days are more challenging because I need to go to sleep and waking up early. No? But Saturdays, even though you don't need to wake up early the day after, in my case, I'm lucky that I don't work weekends. So I have the kids at home. They become older and older, so they go bed later and later. Let's end up with it when we were kids. That we want to stay later the weekends. Same as adults, right? We stay later in the weekend, so we can expect the kids to do the same. It means that then I cannot start the life early or earlier. Playing with the greens to make the armor look more interesting. Now I'm going to use this castellan green. Just one to improve the definition of the separation. Here the edge highlight is very bright, this one. a lot of armor done. I'm going to go for silver to make the buckles. I guess we don't need to use the expensive silver. Just iron breaker will do the work. And I have been done almost a little bit of everything tonight. I start with the scales, then we did the armor plate. There's also the advantage to do it by parts. Is that I touch different colors, different type of parts, and mistakes when I didn't know. I'm also I'm not using my best brush to do these buckles. So this impacts a little bit on my precision. But is a way to make the brushes to last longer. Just to use the cheap ones for the metal. Let's go to the other side. Mhm. Okay. The thing I was missing is this. All the armor is all the recalled by the bells. And I think now for me, it's going to be time to go to bed. It's quite late, but I have touched a little bit of everything that I think is what I wanted for this live show, is to show you different, open different parts of this dragon. Okay, so we have done up to the waist. Next, we are going to do the back legs. So, but I'm quite tired today, and I think that's enough. Let me just put some water on my wet palette because it gets dry again. So I'm going to put this cover so I can keep my dragon. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I will stop here. I'm tired, and I think, yeah, I do mistakes when I'm tired, and I want to avoid that. So just put my camera on. It's been more or less 1 hour painting, and I hope you have enjoyed. So please let me know what do you think about this color scheme that I'm following here. I hope you like it. Give a like if you have liked this video, share if you see this in another moment. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.